Welcome to another video. My name's Alpha, and today we'll be doing something really stupid. And and today we'll be beating Pokemon Emerald without ever attacking. More precisely, we're gonna beat Pokemon Emerald without using any attacking moves, such as like Tackle or anything that does damage directly. So to get our starter, we are gonna choose Torchic because there's a Pokemon we're gonna rely on that is stronger than water. So obviously we can't attack this Zigzagoon, so we're gonna have to just let it kill us, which is, not feasible in this part of the game. So it's gonna mercy kill us and just run away from us, which I am fine with because we didn't lose the challenge yet. Now the next section will be us fighting a rival. Now if I lose this, it'll black me out and I'll lose money, and that's all that happens. So I have to hit it, but it's the only instance where we have to hit a Pokemon with using attacking. Now we're gonna start our actual adventure, and we're gonna use a lot of healing items, more precisely potions and full heals all over the place. So this trainer over here is a force battle and we can't really do anything to it. So what we're gonna actually do is just catch a bunch of Pokemons and then rematch him, but not actually do any damage to him. See, that's against the rules. We're just gonna PP stall the first ever trainer we have to face. Now when I say we're gonna do something stupid, I really meant we're gonna do something stupid. So as you see, I'm just wearing it down with with Growl until it runs out of PP and struggles, starts doing record damage to itself, and then we beat it. This is the only trainer that we really have to fight before we get the actual Pokemon on our team that we need. So once we finish that battle, we'll head to Petalburg Woods and catch the Shroomish that we need on our team. Now I caught a bunch of Shroomish because there's another required battle up here that requires us to battle a Poochyena, and Poochyenas are really strong. So what we have to do is just keep switching between our Shroomishes just to get Effect Spore on it, and eventually it'll get poisoned. Hopefully it gets poisoned out of the few Effect Spore effects, and then we'll just wear it down and it'll die. And you can see this is a really dumb idea. And now we're gonna go to Rustboro City. So we're gonna have to train this Shroomish up to level 10, which is ridiculous because we have to fight the wild Pokemons, and once it attacks us, hopefully it gets hit with Effect Spores, and then it'll get poisoned, and then we can wear it down, gain some XP like that, and then eventually when we get to level 10, we'll get Leech Seed, and we got Stun Spore and Leech Seed, and now this is just basically the entire game. This Whismur is getting wear down by Leech Seed and Stun Spore, and eventually we beat it. So that's the game plan for the game. So all the setup is done. We're just gonna head into Rustburg City, Gym, Roxanne, and we're just gonna Leech Seed. Eventually we do beat Roxanne. This nose pass goes down, and there we go, our first gym badge. And I was in disbelief when we had it too. Anyways, we're gonna head into Brawly's gym because nothing else really happens. We're gonna train up to 28. We're gonna skip the evolution into we get Poison Powder because Poison Powder will now also be a crutch attack that we need to use all the time to weaken down all the Pokemon. Now I'm level 30 and Brawly's level 16 and I still lose. So I have to train up all the way to level 41 with my Breloom, and then I have a good shot of beating him. I'm almost guaranteed to win unless he continuously attacks me, and then I'm fucked. So we beat Brawly, so not too bad. We're level 41 Pokemon. Next up is Watson. Level 56 Breloom is having troubles against a level 26 Manectric, or 24 Manectric, and that's a very bad sign for things to come. But eventually we do beat the Manectric without too much of hassle. We use a bunch of potions apparently. And now here comes the real stonewall to this. Flannery is a fire type and Breloom is grass type, and this Torkoal can use 2 overheats, and I only have 2 Pokemons, and now it just kills me all the time. So eventually it does miss its overheat and I get wear down and Flannery's gone. So it wasn't the hardest thing, it was just bad luck with patterns, and he just kept hitting me with overheat. Next is Norman. Norman's not too hard. I mean, I'm level 73 and I almost died to a Vigoroth level 27. So maybe I'll take back my praise for my Pokemon, because it's level 73 and I'm struggling with level 30s, and that's not a good sign. for whatever reason, I decided to train for this high. I didn't need it this high. I needed like 68 and higher. But it's just a grind for this challenge, and it's horrible. Also, May is in this game apparently. May never gave us trouble or battles, so that's not the worst thing to do. Then we head to Winona. Winona's gym is quite hard because it has a Swablu that can inflict poison on me. So I just have to catch a Lanoon in the wall and just sand attack while like it stalls. Like I switch between this Lanoon and this Breloom, and it's a working strategy. It works. We outlast the Altaria with a bunch of potions, and we beat Winona. You know, a bit cheap for like a level 75 Pokemon on my team, but you know, the job, it works. Now here is the hardest gym battle. It is Liza and Tate. So every time I try to target one Pokemon at all, the Claydol and Xatu always hits Psychic on the weaker Pokemon, and then Breloom can't take 2 Psychics from 2 Psychic types, which is a shame. So I have to go catch a Mightyena, who's a Dark type, and then switch out the weaker Pokemons for the Mightyena, and then they will like negate the attack, which is pretty cool. I do enjoy that. How a Mightyena is the stone wall of my team and not the level 75 Breloom. Eventually it gets to a point where the Lunatone and Xatu keeps killing my Breloom, and obviously they can't also attack my Mightyena. So I'm stuck there just constantly reviving my Breloom, and you know, they don't have enough like turns to beat my Breloom and my Mightyena, so I just get a free revive every turn. You know, it might be cheap, but you know, it's a working strategy. We're not using the offensive moves. It's a pain in the ass, but we did beat Liza and Tate eventually and secured the 7th gym. I don't know, every time we play Liza and Tate, it gives us trouble. So next up is the double battle with Steven. I kind of blew it off because I thought it was going to be really easy, but then it wasn't too easy when my Breloom died, and the only thing left on my team was a level 29 Lanoon with no revives. Luckily, Aggron has Thunder apparently and just kills everything for us, but not until we get a bit scared by this Mightyena that used Takedown on us and almost killed us. And there it is. Next off is the 8th gym, Juan. Juan is not anything difficult, you know, we just put him down the same way. I actually put Toxic on my Breloom a while ago, and you know, it's working fine because Toxic takes down the opponents in 8 turn damage, and you know, that's Juan. So we're gonna do some more setting up. We're gonna get the Reggies, or 2 of the Reggies, just so we can like, you know, build more of a team to like wall and stall more, because I don't think having a Lotad, a Mightyena, is gonna be really helpful. So obviously I can't use any offensive moves. I don't even have any offensive move besides counter. I'm just gonna weaken it perfectly. The Toxic lands on 1 HP, and you know, it takes a few tries, but we get Regirock and Regice, and then we're gonna head to the Sky Pillar for Rayquaza. Rayquaza has Can Learn, Protect, Double Team, and Rest, so it's a perfect fit for us. So you know, Elite 4 time, we're gonna head to Sydney. Sydney is not anything special, you know, we're just gonna Toxic. This is the entire game, by the way. We don't do anything different. We just Toxic and Leech Seed everything, and then switch between, and we kill. Alright, that's Sydney down. Phoebe, you know, doesn't do anything different, just puts a curse on my Breloom, force me to switch out faster. Don't use any offensive moves, just use Miss, sit around, do nothing. You know, when I started this challenge, this was the original challenge for Pokemon Emerald before I did the No Heal challenge. And I really thought that it was impossible because I couldn't get past the first trainer without attacking, and then I couldn't train up my Shroomish. I couldn't figure out a way to train my Shroomish back then. And you know, once I did do the No Heal challenge for Platinum, I kind of went back to this idea. And how is my Breloom level of 94? Oh my god, how much time did I spend on this? I feel like I could have made a different video. But you know, at least I found out that I could do this challenge. You know, it's great to find out that I could do this type of challenge. You know, I really want, this was like the big idea I wanted for Emerald, because I felt like I could do it with the Shroomish from Petalburg Forest. I just need to get there, but then I just couldn't find a way to actually train it up. And once I did, I thought it was possible, because everything in the game, because Emerald's not a hard game to begin with, and if I could find a way to get Poison Powder, if I found a way to get Leech Seed, I could have done it. But back then I didn't think of effects for, because back then I did not want to like make every wild Pokemon struggle to death for XP, and you know, it would have been a very like even longer than this. But glad I I'm partially glad that I rethought of the idea and we got the ball rolling on this idea. Will I do this ever again? No. This is a horrible idea. But you know, it is possible to beat Pokemon Emerald without ever attacking. So if you guys did enjoy this video, leave a like, subscribe if you're new. My name's Alpha, and I'm out.